Hello everyone, I am Umra Mehnazi and I made this presentations to tell you about Farm Law 2020. The Lok Sabha, lower house of Indian Parliament, on Thursday, September 17, 2020, passed three legislation pertaining to the agriculture sector to push agriculture marketing and commodities trades reforms in the country. The three bills that were passed are the Farmer Produce Trades and Commerce Bill 2020. This bill creates an ecosystem where farmers and traders enjoy the freedom to sell and purchase farm produce outside registered mandis under states APMCs, Agriculture's Produce Market Committees, and it also helps farmers in getting better price through competition, abolishments of market fees, and cost cutting of transportation, and provide a facilitative framework for electronic trading. And the second one is the Farmer Agreement on Price Assurance and Farm Service Bill 2020. In this bill, farmers can enter into a contract with agri-businesses, firms, processors, wholesalers, or large retailers for sale of future farming product at a pre-agreed price. It is the responsibility of the farm service provider for the compliance of any legal requirement for providing such farm service, and also effective dispute resolution mechanism with reseller timelines. It means the parties to farming agreement fail to shelter their disputes under the sections within a period of 30 days, then any such party may approach the concerned subdivisional magistrates, who shall be the subdivisional authority for deciding the disputes under farming agreement. And the third bill is Essential Commodities Bill. This amendment will remove commodities like cereals, pulses, oilseeds, onion and potatoes from the list of essential commodities. And it also allows the central government to regulate the supply of certain food items only under extraordinary circumstances such as war. Stocks limits may be imposed on agricultural produce only if there is a steep price, and it will remove fears of private investors of excessive regulatory interference in their businesses operations. But this bill has some benefits as well as drawbacks. That price limits for extraordinary circumstances are so high that they are likely to be never triggered, and big companies will have the freedom to stock commodities. It means they will dictate terms to farmers, which may lead to less price for the cultivators. No doubt. From my opinion, this bill helps farmers by giving them freedom to sell the goods as per their own choice. However, the biggest chunk of Indian farmers are small farmers having no great education or source of income. The bill, if become acts, may increase the income of farmers on short-term basis but not long-term. The small farmers may end up becoming laborers of big corporates. Certainly, the bill contemplates corporatizations of farm sector, and it has its own advantages as well as disadvantages. For this bill, the farmers were protest in our country. Soon after the acts were introduced, unions began holding local protests, mostly in Punjab. After 2 months of protest, farmer unions, mainly from Punjab and Haryana, began a movement named Delhi Chalo, in which tens of thousands of farming union members marched towards the national capital. While sections of farmers' unions have been protesting, the Indian government claims some unions have come out in support of the farms law. Government had ready to talk with farmers. Many conversations had done between them, but no result came. From my opinion, I think this third bill adversely affect the farmers. So this bill should be removed because the hard working of farmer in warm sunlight will make possible for us to get food. And I think no farmer, no food. If you ate today, then thanks a farmer, and if you eat peacefully, then thank a soldier. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.